Roger Wayne Spradlin was born on May 30th, 1939. He grew up in the small town of Orange Lake, Florida. He lived in a house built by his father.
And he would be out of the house all day, every day. And we had a large orange grove beside us down there at Hagee's Fishing Camp, and we'd go out there and walk that.
Growing up, Spradlin had a variety of hobbies.
Roger made knives out of car springs, and that was everybody wanted one of his knives. Everybody didn't get them because it took too much to make them. Roger was an outside type person. He loved the outdoors, he loved the lake, loved this particular area, and he just fit in that way.
The things that he did, to me, relates back to your 1800 period where Mountain Man did and the Indians did, making their own stuff. This is what he liked to do.
He graduated from North Marion High School, where he participated in track and field. After high school, Spradlin went into the military. He spent 3 years in the Marines, then joined the Army. While in training, he met a man named Warren Bankus, who became his best friend in the Army.
They were told that they could take one weapon of choice with them. And they went out, and the weapon of choice for my uncle was a bolo knife. And I actually have the bolo knife that he went and got. And that's what he took, and Mr. Bankus went with him.
On his way to Vietnam, Spradlin wrote an essay on board the USS Breckenridge on why he thought it was important to serve in the Vietnam War. He called it "We Americans."
But to me, his legacy is part of that essay that he wrote on communism. And that is to be proud of who you are and proud of what you stand for, and don't let others change that.
Spradlin spent 6 weeks in Vietnam. He was killed on December 5th, 1965. He was 26 years old.
He and his squad were running point, alternating with another team that was running point. And he was a friend of the other squad leader, and they were transferred over, and he went up and he tapped him on the shoulder, says, "Okay, follow us," and off they went. And they were going into the Michelin plantation up against 4 battalions, reinforced battalions of Vietnamese, and who were entrenched, meaning that they were in a fixed position, and here these people were coming in on the attack. And that was where he was killed.
Spradlin's family received several medals after he died, including the Purple Heart, the Silver Star, the Army Commendation Medal, and the Vietnamese Campaign Medal.
He is not about getting medals. He was about fighting a war and trying to keep it over there and not bring it over here.
The small town of Orange Lake recognizes Spradlin's military service. His name is on the Bellevue Memorial in Marion County, Florida. A memorial at the Veterans of Foreign Wars Post in Orange Lake was created in his honor 49 years after his death. It was unveiled on Memorial Day 2014.
To look out over that field and to see all the vehicles that were there, I mean, when the presentation was going on, there were people standing, and I don't think I'd ever seen that many people at the VFW Hall. And there wasn't a place, you couldn't get a parking place down there.
I thought it was pretty amazing that people who didn't even know who he was were there to support him and to support my family and to support the armed services and our military, because ultimately they're the ones that keep us safe.
I'm just proud that he was my brother, and I wished wished he could have lived longer.